Shield more, man. Graphk and Hammer, brother. We in the building. Let's get it. Oh, salute. Welcome, you guys. This is going to be pretty much the beast and best kind of right now this week, right? I mean, without the calls and stuff.
You're hanging out with the beast. So.
Hey, man, we don't know who's best, who's beast, but it is what it is. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphk and Hammer, or the Hammer and Graphk show. I am one of your hosts, Graphk Raider. I got my little bro in the building. What's good, bro?
What's good, man?
So we are in Long Island right now, home of Hammer's house. Little bro, we have Mama Hammer spot right now.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, man. So it's a beautiful occasion. You got to meet the moms, pops, everybody, man. Family affair out here in New York City, you guys. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, break them thumbs, hit the subscribe on both channels. Look, Hammer's subscribers are on the screen right now. That needs to go up to at least 7,100. Okay, on this live, y'all. Make sure you guys go over to Hammer's channel. Hit that subscribe button. It's easy peasy. It's freezy. Make sure you do that, man.
Oh, salute. He already put his hand up, so now he's getting all the attention. Now you gotta love that.
Oh, there we go. Let me see. Shit, I don't know. What is that?
The auto track, because you put your hand up, so it automatically.
Oh, so now I know how to just get it back to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
I love it. Salute to Ziggler on the roof, man. $2 donation. We got baby Mike Tomlin. I like that, bro. I like that. Salute to Ziggler, man. It is Victory Monday, you guys. It is Victory Monday. We are on the road. You know what I mean? Well, Hammer's on the road, but I'm on the road right now. You know what I mean? So salute to everybody here, man. We're going to talk about this big win last night, 30-6. Raiders, 24 points in the first half. Aiden O'Connell's season is officially here. Antonio Pierce called a great game. Salute to Bo, man, our offensive coordinator, bro. Like, he really had a great game plan out there.
First game as an offensive coordinator, they really opened it up on both sides of the ball finally.
Yeah, facts, man.
Like, you can't ask for anything better with everything that we saw. Like, we knew that it was just a matter of time. Like, we knew that McDaniels had the handcuffs on all three phases of the game. And once those handcuffs came off, that was it. Like, we saw a lot of different things in offense, a lot of different formations that we haven't been used to seeing, a lot of different plays.
Yeah.
Defensively, stunts out the ass.
Yes.
There ain't no pause for that one.
Yes.
A lot more blitzing, a lot more pressure. This is what we should have had going the entire season. Realistically, we should have made a move weeks ago, and we probably would have been seeing this for at least the last 3 straight weeks.
Yeah, and I like what Devil May Stride said. The motion at the line was beautiful. A lot of motion, pre-snap motion, a lot of Trey Tucker. We see Devontae. A lot of guys were in motion yesterday. That's what we've been asking for in the O-line. Like we talked about this in my quick little live earlier driving through Brooklyn. Like, they changed the entire scheme, bro. They went back to
zone.
Yes.
Zone. And we've been talking about it forever. Zone blocking is the key for this offensive line.
Yeah.
And it showed. We talked about this matchup last week. We talked about Jacobs needs to be involved. He needed to be heavily involved, especially after the Giants traded away Leonard Williams last week for a second and a fifth. A'Shawn Robinson was inserted in that starting rotation. It was, let's go up the middle now, because Leonard Williams was always getting double teamed and opening up the opportunities for guys like Dexter Lawrence.
And real quick, Dexter Lawrence last week had 15 pressures. This week, 0. Not one pressure on the quarterback.
One slight little change on that defensive line, and you see what the end result was.
We gave up no sacks. We had 8 on the defensive side of the ball. Yo, this team is coming alive right now, bro, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about, you know, the partying afterwards, the cigar lounge inside the, you know, inside the locker room. This is Raiders. You got this is the vibes. This is the identity. This is what we've been missing. And, you know, I'm realizing now, man, that it really was like a military base.
Not even. That was a straight dictatorship.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was, and that's not the Raider way.
No, not at all, man. And I got to say this real quick, you guys. Looking at these stats last night, you know, it's not that sexy when it comes to the receiving yards, right? Trey Tucker led us with 2 receptions for 52 yards, a long of 50. You know, he pretty much led us. Jacoby, 2 for 38. Devontae had 4 receptions for 34 yards. Hunter, 2 for 32. It was great to see Hunter. And there was something that I wanted to talk about as well, because when Hunter picked up those 2 receptions, did you see his teammates running up to pick him up?
No.
Like, they were excited for Hunter to see him get more involved in the offense, man. You know what I mean? Amir Abdullah, 2 for 17 in a passing game. DeAndre Carter, even 1 for 15. What was that, like an end around? I forgot.
It was an end around. It was an end around.
Yeah.
16 yards. Dude ran like his hair was on fire and made something happen and got that touchdown. Like, again, seeing the versatility, like we've known that we have the weapons to be used on offense.
Yeah.
The weapons to capitalize on every play.
Yep.
They weren't being utilized. And you and I were talking about it earlier when we were on the drive in regards to Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs actually had input.
Yes.
A player
Yes.
had input with the coaches. They ran through practices last week, did their reps, and pretty much was asked, like, what plays do you want to run with? What plays work best for you? And look, not doing that power running. We know what Josh Jacobs is capable of. He's a downhill north-south runner, and everything worked itself out. Just under 100 yards on 26 carries, 98 yards to be exact. You didn't see Aiden O'Connell check down to passing.
No.
And as a result, obviously, Jacobs didn't have any receiving yards, but it doesn't matter. 2 touchdowns, 98 yards rushing.
Yeah.
Couldn't ask for that's the JJ that we're used to.
That's what we want. That is the leading rusher in the NFL last year. And
Yep.
2 tutties, man. Josh had a hell of a game. And the difference is also, bro, like, we found a way to get everybody involved.
Absolutely.
Like this isn't like a just one week. One week we find Devontae and Jacoby. Like, this was a family affair here, man. Tucker had a reception. Jacoby, Devontae, Hunter, Amir, DeAndre Carter, Michael Mayer, Austin Hooper. Everybody had their share last night, and this is how this offense should have been operating since day one.
So we heard Tay a couple of weeks ago when he was venting out his frustrations, like, 9 guys can get the ball and score 20 points, I won't be happy. But if it's 2 guys putting up like 90 points, I'm happy. Look, everybody got involved, and we put up 30 points, and we got the win.
Yeah. Shout out to Mama Hammer in the back, too.
Hi, Mom.
Salute to Mama. Salute to Old School for the $5 donation. Thank God I don't have to hear trust the process. And you know what's funny? Shout out to Mama. So when I got here, right, I said a cuss word. And I said, my apologies, Mom. She said, I've heard way worse from you. I was like, okay, thank God. Okay, so I don't feel so bad. So salute to Mama Hammer for having us in the building today. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Mommy. Our pleasure.
Salute to GA, man. Jacobs said the coaches asked him what plays he wanted called. Yes, we just talked about that. The O-line said the same. Then they all got together and said, we asked for these plays. We better make them work. Hey, real quick, too. Hey, GA, salute to you on the $10 donation. We had Moody at fullback last night.
Yep.
With Jakob out, Moody got some reps at fullback.
And that was the thing. We had a lot of questions about that going into just before the game as we went out with the inactives. And I had asked him, like, who's going to be that anchor? Who's going to be that lead blocker for Jacobs in front of him?
Yeah.
And I was thinking, oh, maybe a tight end. Maybe.
Yeah.
They threw Moody in and he did his thing.
Yeah, man, definitely. And we've been waiting to see him because he's always been that run mauler, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what he's known for.
Yeah.
When healthy, he's definitely a great guard, you know, in the run game.
Right.
And he showed that last night, you know, with Jakob, with his absence, man, with the concussion. Salute real quick to Jason Monroe. Salute, seeing Bennett and Amik switch back and forth was cool. Getting playing time, making some mistakes, but learning and making plays. Salute to our dog on the $5 donation, man, Jason Monroe. Salute to Raider by Nature, our guy as well. The goddamn Jets are next. Just win, baby. Salute to our brother, and salute to Kenny Mack. Amik showed his ass. Raider Nation for life. Hey, I want to say this real quick too. Salute to Kenny Mac. So, did you guys get a chance to see the little snippet that I uploaded last night of Nesta J? I love it. Like, bro, for him to say, man, these fuck motherfuckers didn't play me, had me on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, salute to Antonio Pierce. You guys a little giggle. I'm like, yo, I like that. That is the Raider way, bro.
We've talked about it in regards to what the Patriot way was, and we won't have to talk about this ever again, but like they will draft these guys. Doesn't matter what round that they're drafted in. These are guys that could have been plug and play, guys that could have been in the rotation. But if it's not up to the dictator's standards, inactive. And clearly, guys like him and a couple of others as well. Look at Amari Burney.
Yeah.
He was next man up yesterday. A pretty solid game. He almost had an interception.
Hey, real quick, he said we still smoking on that Josh McDaniels pack. Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and smoke on that pack as well.
Let me turn my phone
Oh, that Josh McDaniels pack hidden. Let's get it. Salute the trucker. Great job from Mark Davis, but there is still one more lesson to learn from his father. Hire from within. John Madden, Tom Flores,
Facts.
Art Shell.
Facts.
Salute the trucker. And I have to say this, right? It's still very early in the process with Antonio Pierce. I was one person that was really on the like let's move on from hiring from within and hire the right people. Let me just say this. If Antonio Pierce continues to have this team play the way they play and just playing for the like fighting even more, bro, this is the team that we have all year. Right. They would have done this earlier.
Yep.
But the dictatorship, like you spoke on, I have to say this. I may be wrong. If Antonio Pierce can continue to get some wins out of this roster, look, you guys, I'm with you on that. I think we should keep Antonio Pierce around. He definitely is finding a way to get the best out of these guys. But it was a big excitement thing yesterday, and I'm hoping that we can continue to go for it. I'm still kind of I'm reserving my judgment right now because that was a big game moving on from Josh. We all see the difference. We see the difference, but let's see if it can continue. If we go back into Allegiant Stadium and beat that defense, the Jets, if we do the same thing we did against the Giants this upcoming week, hey, we may be having a discussion here about signing Antonio Pierce. We talked about a 2-3 year deal.
If we have a better look, if we finish this season with a better record than we had last year of 6-11, I don't see why you don't give a chance and put a flyer out there for Antonio Pierce and Champ Kelly remaining as a GM, 2-3 year deal. Yeah. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I am too, man. Salute to everybody in the building, guys. Break them thumbs. Make sure you wipe them feet, y'all. Hit that subscribe button on both channels. We appreciate you guys so much. On the defensive side of the ball, it was a great, and some people are going to say, we played against a third string quarterback. Well, we had Daniel Jones pretty much the first half. You know what I mean? And we looked really good on the defensive side of the ball. Spillane led us with tackles. He had 9 total tackles, 5 solo. He also had a half a sack. I think that was the one with Tyree Wilson, right? They initially gave him a full sack.
They gave it to Tyree.
No, they cut it half.
Oh, they cut it in half now?
Yeah, originally they gave it to Tyree. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. Spillane, 1 QB hit, half a sack. Max went crazy last night with 8 total tackles. He had 3 sacks. Also, Merrick with a sack. Malcolm Kuntz with a sack. Tyree with a half of 1. And then Adam Butler with 1. And Bilal Nichols, Champ Kelly's guy, got his hands dirty last night. 8 total sacks on the defensive side of the ball, man. How you feeling about that right now, man?
Have we seen a safety blitz this season? No. Just out of curiosity.
I don't remember.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
but remember that one disguise, little bro, where they had Hobbs looking like he was from the blitz from one side.
Mm-hmm.
He kicked back, and the next thing you know, Amari Burney is literally sprinting up the middle. Like, that was beautiful. Like, they were really keeping the handcuffs on Graham, on Carmen Brasillo, on all these guys. Yeah. Like, they were really handcuffing their whole staff.
I swear to God, if another team decides to try to hire this guy as a head coach, you're smoking D&D.
Yeah, man. Are. Yeah, bro. Facts, man. Salute the Raider being, man. Limit AOC's mistakes against the Jets. Run the ball effectively. It ain't Sunday night yet. And this is the great thing right here, man. We have a Sunday night primetime game. We get to make up for that Detroit Lions, that Pittsburgh Steelers game. I am looking forward to seeing this team thrive in primetime. We deserve one.
We do.
You know what I mean?
At the same time with O'Connell, like, look, he's going to have a full week getting first team reps.
Yeah.
So anything is possible for him. Like, look, he didn't have any passing touchdowns, granted, but he still put up some really solid numbers at the quarterback position yesterday. And again, just spreading the ball around, getting everybody involved. That's how you're going to put up points, and this is how this team can win moving forward. And again, defense, we couldn't ask for a better game by them. Like, we've talked about the defense over the last few weeks, a lot of takeaways over these last couple of weeks. They got to keep that same momentum going.
11, I got you. I'm going to double back and check to see. I did not see your super chat. My apologies. Salute to Leo. Need to figure out of Wilson watching film, he doesn't know the playbook. Salute to number 99 for sharing his thoughts. Salute to Leo in the building. $5 donation. Got you. Let me double back real quick. Also, I want to say this real quick. I'm going to give, so we're going to do some game balls today, okay? Some winners, some losers. There really ain't too many losers at this point. I mean, the team came out and they looked absolutely great yesterday, but I want to give one game ball to Jalen Smith, a guy that came in yesterday, with no reps, he has, familiarity with Patrick Graham. So, playing against his former team with the, New York Giants. I just want to give one game ball to him because it seemed as though he was all over the place.
He was
everywhere. Every time I turned my head, it seemed like 15 was everywhere. And it may not show up on the stat sheet. I'm not going to act as though he had a major game statistically, got to the quarterback or none of that. But he had a good game. 2 total tackles, 2 solo, but he was all over the place. He was a ball hawk.
He was playing sideline to sideline, and as a linebacker, that's what you're supposed to be able to do. And again, this guy just was signed a few days ago.
Yeah.
And he was plugged in. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
We were looking at the number, like, wait a second. Who the hell is that?
Yeah.
And it was Jalen Smith. Like, definitely
all over the place. In 11, yes, we did hear AP speak on the practice. So we were in the car and I was playing it. So I didn't think you really got a chance to listen to it. But our practice squad was on the sideline. And he said they're a part of the team. They should be here. So in a lot of instances, the practice squad is not on the sidelines.
Right.
Sometimes they're in the air, in suites. They're just around.
Yeah.
Like they were on the sideline. And Antonio Pierce said these guys are a part of this team. How do you feel about that, bro?
Shift of culture. And like I said, the Raider way is back, man. Like, you're talking about giving out game balls. I'm giving one hands down to Antonio Pierce. Like, he has changed the culture in that locker room in the span of a week.
Yeah.
And everybody, the energy is completely different. You saw the videos of practice last week. They're playing straight out of Compton in practice.
Yeah.
They're back to doing their pre-practice circle. Like, this dude really took all the fun out of this organization and took what it is to be a Raider out of that, off of the field, out of the practice facility. And I'm glad that energy is back. These guys, you see these guys smiling, and they're so much more excited and having fun playing a game that they've been playing since they were a little kid when they weren't getting paid to do it. So.
Yeah. Right back to a child's game, man. Salute to Top Beast. Doc's Hammer, what impressed me more than anything else was player substitutions. This is facts. We haven't done an effective job at that all season long. In my opinion, Coach Pierce is our man. Now, I want to agree with you, Top, on the last sentiment, but like I said, I'm going to reserve my judgment. We got to keep this thing rolling, see if he can keep unlocking that potential out of these guys moving forward. It's only week 1 with Antonio Pierce as the head coach, and it looks all great. Right now, it's all Hallmark cards and bubble baths. We're going to go through some rain. We're going to go through some, we're going to go through some bad weather, but I want to see how he gets this team moving forward, weathering the storm. We're 4-5 right now. We're definitely still in it. I think we're 2 games out of the last playoff spot right now. We have something to fight for at this point. I want to see how these guys moving forward. Yes, Daniel Nesta did play yesterday. Didn't have a big game. I think he had like 1 tackle. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Like,
still played. You
got to play the kid, and that ASU connection is real. He was a major part. I know Antonio Pierce was a major reason why they drafted him, and he's only going to get better moving forward, man. Nesta Jade is a dog, you guys. He was born to be a Raider.
This is the one thing that we wanted to see going into this season, especially the way that they built up the defensive line was a constant rotation, especially on the interior.
Yeah.
And now we finally get it. Week 9, now we're getting a constant rotation. Like, can't complain right now.
Salute to Michelin Lips Mark. We need fans to show up and make our presence as well Sunday night. We're going to be on that ass like a hobo, be on a ham sandwich. Salute to Michelin with a bar. Salute. Yes, and Malik Reed was out there as well. I don't know how many reps he got, but I did see. Let me see if he had any stats to talk about. No, there's nothing on statistically that he did out there, but I did see 52 out there.
Yes, he was out there.
Yeah. Real quick, man. Salute real fast to my dog, Jason Hunter. Blessings, brothers, to you and your families. Great win yesterday for us, but meeting Bully Ray, you son of a bitches. Salute to my dog, because he's a huge wrestling fan.
Bro, that
huge.
just, trust me, we're sitting there and I look through, we're in the back bar, so I look through the door and I'm like, wait a second, is that Bully Ray? Everybody turns their head to the right and he walks in like, you can't make this up.
Good dude, too. Really good dude. Retweeting us. We had a conversation with him on Twitter back and forth. Good dude, man. Salute to our family. Just win. Swayze. The Raiders did what good teams do to a bad team. This is facts. And that should have happened at that point. Pittsburgh was worse.
Yep.
We should have beat Pittsburgh. The Chargers. They're not a good team. What, they're 3-5?
The Bears.
3-4, 3-5.
Yeah.
The Bears. We should have had three more victories. But
like people can sit there and make excuses. Well, you guys just beat a third-string quarterback. Well, we lost to a quarterback that was a Division II quarterback.
Yes.
So I don't ever want to hear any type of bullshit like that ever again.
Only Josh McDaniels will find a way to lose to Jeff Saturday, first time being a head coach, an undrafted Division II guy, and Baker Mayfield on 24 hours. like it's just insane to me, man. Salute to Marvin. Not to be negative, but the O-line ran block better last season, and D-line struggled against the run. Can't wait to see the improvement next game. Yes, man. And to be real with you, early on, they went to Saquon quick, fast, and in a hurry. He was doing his thing. I think he had like a hip injury at one point, but he had 16 carries for 90 yards, no touchdown, a longer 26. We definitely have to get better in the run game. Tony DeVito either had 4 carries for 17 yards. Daniel Jones, 2 for 9. Matt Breida had 2 for 5, and Deion Jackson had 1 for 2. But outside of Barkley, which he's going to get his issue regardless. He's one of the greatest running backs in the NFL when healthy. So, I mean, I can live with 16 carries for 90 yards if they only put up 6 points.
Look, we kept them under 100. Last week, I can't remember who it was that they played last week, but he carried for 126 rushing yards.
Yeah.
So, look, we kept the running back
Dante Foreman, right?
Yeah.
Chicago. Yeah.
We kept them under 100 yards. Yeah. We haven't kept the running back under 100 yards this season.
Yeah.
So.
I can live with that. Salute to Leo. Max said yet today that Soul Train line is back afterwards. This is facts, bro. Facts, man.
Damn, I don't know. I think we got a new member. I think I see the alert, but I can't see the alert. Shout out to Arlen. Thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate you.
Salute to Leo on a $2 donation. Also, salute to Larry. We get to see if AO4 is the truth going up against the best defense in the NFL next week. And I'm excited to see the young kid. He went out there mistake-free football yesterday, right?
Yep.
The stats don't pop like that, you guys. He had no touchdowns. He had no picks, but he did have a QBR of 82.5. You know what I'm saying? 16 for 25, 209 yards in the air. I can live with that. Didn't have to run the football once.
And he wasn't sacked.
He was protected. That's all you can ask for from a kid that is playing getting his really first reps in the National Football League. So I'm excited about that, man. Salute to Larry. On a $5 donation as well. Let me get these other 2 in real quick. Salute to everybody in the building, you guys. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, man. Hit them thumbs up, break them thumbs, subscribe to both the channels. Salute to Joe. We got 1,000 people in the building right now.
Love it.
I'm so glad we finally got a leader at head coach and a QB out there. I'm also glad our team is united and motivated. But oh my God, if we narrowly miss out in the playoffs because Big Doofus, I'm finna be pissed. And this is facts. And I can see that. That's the thing. That's why I kept saying, like, this is a little too late. We still have a lot of time to get this thing right. There's still a lot of football to be played. But 2 L's, that Bears game, and potentially either that Chargers or that Steelers, those can come back to bite us in the ass. Those conference games as well. Like, we lost a lot of AFC battles.
So we have left the Jets, the Chiefs twice,
Chargers,
Colts, the Broncos, and the Colts. So we have 6 conference games left. We got to go at least 4-2.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rafi for becoming a new subscriber. Welcome. We are now at 74 from what I'm looking at.
Love it.
Appreciate
Salute to our brother Kenny Raiders, man. Feels damn good to blow out a team and smile on the sidelines. New coach, new approach. But I have to say this, you guys, right? Let me ask you guys this. Yesterday was the most confident I was in a long time with this team.
Yes.
But as a Raider fan, I was still sitting back like, please don't blow this shit. Like, I swear to God, y'all, like I know you guys feel me on this. Like, I was still sitting there like, oh, we got this in the bag. But I was still like, we can still Raider this up. Like, I was still very nervous until the time expired. I'm like, oh my God, bro. Only us would find a way to fuck this up.
There's two things to go by the rest of this season. And like I said, we bringing it back to 2021, where I'm going 3 simple words: fuck your adversity, but also secret word, finish. And that's exactly what they did. You're up 24-0 at halftime. Granted, we didn't get any touchdowns in the second half. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
We still put up 30 points.
Yeah.
And our defense held their own as well, 30-6. You can't ask for a better game.
Salute to our brother Top Beast on the $20 donation. When was the last time you ever heard our head coach go into a locker room and yell, "Our way," cry? I love it. AP has our team excited. They executed well, and I believe AP worked in conjunction with Graham in calling the defensive coverage plays. Let's go. Facts, man. And the defense even looked different today, the way it was yesterday, the way it was called.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that lets you know, like we said, man, Josh McDaniels had all these guys handcuffed, every single one of them. And this team just looked completely better. And I want to see what it looks like against a formidable opponent like the Jets. You know what I'm saying? I know the Giants are 2-7. They had a lot of injuries. You know, they did have 2 really good O-linemen come back last night, and we still got to the quarterback 8 times.
One of them went down again.
Oh,
the opposite leg.
Yep. Salute to Robert. Divine coming back and Jalen being added, positive. And this is what I'm saying. This is a guy that is a linebacker. He's a linebacker's coach. This guy is he understands the value of adding to the linebacker room. We have not had someone that's done that in a long time. For him to instantly, him and Champ Kelly to come together and bring in Jalen off the New Orleans Saints practice squad, that was big for this team moving forward. We needed that help. Curtis Bolton's looking pretty good. It's only a matter of time Divine to be back with that ankle injury, right? Yeah. So, hey, man, that is a surprisingly really good room on the defensive side of the ball, man. Salute to Robert on a $2 donation, and salute to 11 once again. Correction, Hammer. Bills, Bears, and Lions only had running backs rush over 100 yards in this 3 out of 9 games.
Okay, my bad.
There you have it.
Thank you for the correction.
There you have it. Salute to 11 for putting this on our ass. Salute to Chavo. Think we can find a way to get Devontae more involved this week, or are we worried about Sauce?
Oh, it's going to be a good matchup. I can tell you that. That's probably going to be one of the key matchups going into this game this coming Sunday night. But there's a lot of other things to take into consideration. Again, like their defense as a whole is pretty damn solid.
Yeah.
Offensively, their offensive line.
DJ Reader on the other side too, right?
Yep.
Oh no, look, they ain't no punks, bro.
So like, you're going to have to get the slot receivers involved. You're going to have to get the tight ends a little bit more involved. But you also have to take into consideration their offensive line is depleted. A couple of them have had some bad injuries. You no longer have Aaron Rodgers.
Tucker's gone for the season.
Yeah, they lost Tucker. You no longer have Aaron Rodgers, gone in 93 seconds. You now have Zach Wilson, and is really like their defense has been holding them down. It has not been Zach Wilson. So,
but you know what, Chavo? This is the thing. This is the first time this season that Devontae really didn't have sexy numbers, and he still didn't give a shit. When you seen him in the locker room, he was locked in on Antonio Pierce. What he said when he was, if you watch Devontae when Antonio Pierce was talking in that locker room, Devontae was convinced. He was hyped. Yeah. He didn't give a shit about what he was doing last night. They bracketed him all night. You know what I mean? And mind you, he's a receiver that you still need to target when he's bracketed. He's that good. Yeah. But I'm gonna be honest. I have a feeling that Devontae's gonna have a big game against Sauce Gardner this upcoming Sunday night.
I hope so.
I have a really good feeling he's gonna cook that boy. Salute to Chavo, man. Salute to GA as well. I actually felt bad for Jimmy G, wandering around the sidelines and watching O'Connell standing in the clean pocket with good run and pass blocking. You know what, man, GA? I hear you, brother. But at the end of the day, man, he's getting paid a lot of money, right? The guys that brought him in moved on. They were let go. You know what I mean? Relieved of their duties. And even if you watch the video before the game, Jimmy was kind of dancing, walking out with the quarterback. He's just a player's guy. Jimmy G is such a good dude, bro. Like, I understand we may not see him again this season, which I definitely hope it doesn't happen. But he's a team guy. And look, if his contract didn't look the way it did, I'd be happy with having him be the backup guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, they overpaid him. A guy that's his durability has always been an issue. But at the end of the day, he came out that tunnel excited for his team. Salute to Jimmy G, man. I just hope that Aiden is the guy moving forward. I'm praying to God he doesn't get injured because I just don't want to see Jimmy G again because you seen what happened yesterday. Aiden found Tucker for what, a 50-yarder? Like that's the type of shit that is different in the NFL. You have to be able to spread the football around and make these defenses honest. You know what I'm saying? And he has an arm on him. And it showed yesterday, man. And that connection with Trey Tucker and Aiden O'Connell was real, y'all.
That dive, man. That dive for the ball, I was outdone. I was like, holy shit. And you guys saw, for those that were watching last night, you saw the room and the room's reaction at Bar A when something happened during that game. Like, everybody was so excited. And apparently, like, shout out to Terry, the president of the Jersey Shore Raider Booster Club. She said, like, the bar has not been like that in a very, very long time. So shout out to everybody throughout the tri-state that came out to show their love and support. And it was just an amazing time yesterday.
I don't want to leave tonight, but I got to get back to my family. Salute to Raider John, my brother. We look like a totally different team. I'm not trying to get too high on one win, but this is a different vibe. And I said this earlier, bro. Raider John, I want to see more, but at the end of the day, we deserve to celebrate this. Our team has been bad this season. And a few of those wins, we snuck them out. This was the most convincing win we had all season long. I'm excited about the future. Bro, celebrate like we won the Super Bowl. I don't give a shit. Don't let anybody take this away from you guys. Enjoy this dub. Salute to my brother, Raider John, man. Let me see. Also, salute to Jacqueline. What up, sis? We got some pizza upstairs right now, Gonzalez, that we're about to eat after this live. It was actually enjoyable to watch again. This is facts. Facts, Jack. Like, we enjoyed last night. Like, I don't think you guys understood. Like, if you watched the live stream that we did last night, we were excited and happy the whole live. I don't remember doing one of those like that in a long time.
But I also said, like, remember the last time we were all together on the East Coast?
Texans game last year.
We got that win. Like,
yeah.
You want to move to the East Coast, bro?
I might have to push the button and come back out here for the Jets game, man. Salute to Mark, man. Nice to see Renfro back. Yeah. Man. We talked about that too, Mark, about, those 2 receptions that he had. I think he had 30+ yards. But his teammates running back and picking him up, like, it was just so good to see that, man. And you guys, if you haven't got a chance to watch it, go back and watch the video in the locker room with they all smoking cigars, playing music. It was such a family affair, man. That's how you want to. I don't understand, bro, how it worked that long in New England with the way they handle shit. Like, I just, it's crazy to me.
But it really didn't. Like, look, Tom Brady was constantly taking pay cuts to bring in talent. The talent would only be there for like a year, maybe 2, like, because they never wanted to pay their players either. So there is something to think about. They didn't like to pay a lot of their star players. And look at what this jackass did to Josh Jacobs last season.
I want to give kudos also. Let's do some game balls here shortly. But I want to do like an honorable mention.
Okay.
To our tight end room. Hooper and Mayer blocked really well last night. I've seen them in on a lot of plays. I know they like I said before, the numbers aren't sexy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Michael Mayer 2 for 11, Austin Hooper 1 for 10. But these guys blocked in the running game a lot. I've seen them in the passing game. Like, they blocked really well last night. Salute to our tight end room for finding a way to still get involved in the game without, having big numbers in the passing game.
I think Bo Hardegree is just getting a grasp on this offense now, as he's going to be the play caller moving forward. And I think give it some time. We're going to start seeing the tight ends get involved a hell of a lot more. We know that Michael Mayer, the one thing that he wanted to work on more than anything else was his blocking. Yeah, he did a very solid job for us last night.
There you have it. All right, let's do this, man. I'm going to give 3 game balls. You give 3 game balls. Okay. Which side of the ball you want?
Take defense.
Okay, you got the defense side of the ball. So I'll go O. And we know clear cut, you guys. We would just Antonio Pierce deserves the game ball, period. Okay. But offensively, start number 1. Aiden O'Connell. First win in his young career. Hopefully it's one of many. He looked poised. Like I said, we talked about a little earlier on in the pod that looked a little, had a few little trying to get the jitters out. You could see it. But I gotta give Aiden O'Connell a game ball, man. He went out there and played a really good football game for us. No turnovers, no mistakes. That's all you can ask for your young guy. Josh Jacobs finally ran the football effectively. 2 touchdowns, 98 yards on the ground. He carried the football 26 times, averaged 3.8 a clip yesterday with a longer 15. I'm going to give Josh Jacobs a game ball as well. And I'm going to give the third one to the offensive line as a whole. The offensive line did a really good job protecting Aiden, kept him clean. There was no dirt on his jersey.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. What you got on the defense side of the ball, man?
Nate Hobbs.
Okay.
Tip drill at its finest.
Yep. Tip drill. 7 tackles also. 3 solo with a pick.
Pitbull puppy, the 1 interception, and the forced fumble.
Okay. Amik Robinson. I like that. The third one's clear, right?
Mad Max.
There you go. Mad Max. 8 tackles total, 6 solo, 3 sacks, 1 pass defense, and 3 QB hits. That's big. But we can still continue to gain balls if we really want to on the defensive side of the ball because there was so many guys all over the place. I want to give an honorable mention to Jalen Smith also because he just kind of just came out of nowhere. We had to throw him into the lineup, and he was all over the place. Robert Spillane, once again, every week it seems as though he's leading his team in tackles, and I know he's a linebacker, so most of the time that's the way this shit plays out. But he had half a sack with Tyree Wilson, and also a QB hit. You love to see it, man. Spillane played a hell of a game. And Amari Burney, 6 total tackles yesterday, man. 3 solo. He was flying all over the place.
That was his first start. So definitely an honorable mention, and I'll give you 2 more on the offense.
Okay.
Trey Tucker sacrificing his body for that 42-yard reception. That was amazing. And Jacoby Myers on that end around, man. That speed on that end around was just and it was crazy because he really played it off. If you guys go back and look at that play, Jacoby really sold that before the snap. Like he's pointing downfield and then comes around on it 16 yards to the house. I was just like, holy shit.
I want to give 2 more honorable mentions also, you guys. I know we're just kind of like, we might as well just say the whole team, right? but I want to say this. Marcus Peters looked totally different yesterday. He was tackling. Like he was running towards look, he's tackling. He got a few of them yesterday. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I'm not acting as though he was out there wrapping up every single person, but he had 2 total tackles, 1 solo, but he was and 1 tackle for a loss. He was actually running towards the ball carrier
and almost had another interception.
Yes, and almost had a pick. And I think that we may have one of the most sneakiest safety rooms in the NFL with Marcus Epps and Trayvon Merrick.
Trayvon Merrick still has those little blunders. We saw that on the touchdown pass to, I think that was Wan'Dale Robinson who caught it in the back of the end zone. Like, dude totally blew his assignment on that. But Epps is another dude. It's just a hard hitter, and he constantly just comes down and just lays the wood when the opportunity presents itself. So, yeah, definitely.
4 total tackles, 3 solo for him. And then Merrick had 5 tackles, 5 solo. He also had a sack and a tackle for a loss and 1 QB hit. So the safety room did its thing last night. But at the end of the day, man, the defense held this team to 6 points. I don't care who was at quarterback. I don't give a shit if it's third, fourth, first, second. It doesn't really matter to me. Like, the defense did exactly what we could ask of them. That was 1 touchdown. They went for 2. They missed it. They didn't score again. You know what I mean?
They tried the dilly go Philly and epically failed.
Yeah, facts. And it was that was a terrible
ugly.
Play, bro. That was disgusting, dude. Salute to our brother, man, WI. AP is a leader of men. That's more important than X's and O's. If we keep AP, free agents will want to come play because they want to play for coaches like him. Phenomenal comment. Salute to our people, WI, on a $5 donation. And also salute to our guy, GA Patriot. Once again, I called it Wednesday. A super midget bought out. I love it, man. And real quick, shout out to Antonio Pierce for his pressure today. He gave a lot of flowers to Amik Robertson because he pretty much talked about him being kind of a rotational guy and him making plays with the plays that he's offered.
Realistically, that is Amik Robertson's role. And I think no matter where he plays, what team he plays for, he's always going to be the guy that's a rotational piece. But when his number is called up, he will do some things, and then other times not so much. So
it's like I don't want to do any duds because it was a phenomenal game all across.
You can't, right? Like, realistically, right now, you can't do that. Not for this week. Absolutely not.
I think the only thing that I can say is we still have a problem at the backup running back position. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jacoby is the second leading rusher with 1 carry for 17 yards. Amir Abdullah had 2 for 8. Trey Tucker had 1 for 4. Zamir had 4 carries for -2 yards. At some point, we have to find that backup guy. I'm waiting for them to bring my guy Sincere McCormick up just to see what he can do, because at this point, bro, God forbid something happens to Josh. You have to be able to run the football effectively, man. And we're still having an issue with anybody else getting going behind Josh Jacobs. And mind you, Josh has struggled also this season. But I'm just saying, we need another guy behind him to be able to run the football.
I would say anybody. I think it would more right now be the running back room behind Amir Abdullah, because he's another dude when he's plugged in, like he steps up and he'll make a play. But like Zeus looks like he's regressing back to square one, where it's like dude can't find a hole and he gets smacked. Like we joked about it yesterday, like trying to figure out who's going to be in replacement of Jakob Johnson. It was like, oh, we could always throw Zeus out there because dude just is like a wall anyways, and whatever. Like, that's what it is.
He said, throw DJ Turner out there as a backup. It was funny is Julio, Turner even had a tackle with special teams. Like, they found a way to get him, get him rolling. Salute to .com, bro. We was just talking about you. Hammer just asked about you. Like, where was bro? So he said it was a family thing, man. But salute to you, brother. We appreciate you as always, King. Low Tone says Zeus looks like he runs with his damn eyes closed. It's facts.
That vision, his vision is just terrible. And he's another one that's supposed to be a downhill runner, but since he's gotten to the league, he wants to try that east-west and dancing shit. He's got to stop and stick to what he's best at.
And real talk, Longy, I agree with you. Zamir is a back that needs a lot of carries to be effective. But the problem is you're at the NFL level now. You're not the collegiate level. You have to take advantage of the reps that you get. You know what I mean? Nothing is promised in the NFL.
Nope.
You have to take advantage of what you got. 4 carries for -2 yards. That's not good, especially with Josh Jacobs having 98 yards on the ground with 2 tutties. It doesn't look good. You know what I mean? From the optical standpoint, it doesn't look good at all. So Zeus is still struggling right now. But also Zeus is Josh McDaniels and Zeke's guy. So, we may not see too much of Zeus moving forward, man. Like, and I know he's really close with Josh Jacobs, but come on, man. Bring my boy Sincere off the practice squad, man. Let's get it rocking. I know that we're getting Trey Tucker involved and, and DeAndre Carter. We're getting a little creative on the offensive side of the football, but I still want to see that other guy, another true running back, too, that can back up Josh just in case something happens, because this is the NFL.
Right.
Let me see. Brute says Linval Joseph and Van Noy were sitting at home and we could have used them. This is facts, Brute. Facts. But hey, man, we were dealing with guys that only wanted it the way they wanted it.
I'm surprised that they didn't try to go for Van Noy though, because he's the P word. I don't even want to say shit anymore.
Yeah, no, not at all. We're over that shit. Salute to our brother, the Raider, man. JM had a Lambo collecting dust in the garage. Yesterday, AP took it to the track where we belong. Don't be surprised if we make a run. We are dumpster fire leadership. We are not a dumpster fire. Salute to my dog, the Raider, with a fire comment, my brother. Salute to you, as always, for always support what we do, bro. This is facts. I like that analogy. He had a Lambo collecting dust in the garage. Salute to Cheese Man. Let's be honest. Jacobs is definitely behind in trying for 2K yard season, but if he pulls out 1,300 to 1,500 all-purpose yards, does he get the bag? Man.
I think depending on who the regime is, if these guys are back and they love JJ loves them, like he'll get the extension. We got to see.
Oh, man.
Yeah, right? I was thinking the same thing before.
Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Salute to everybody here in the building. We appreciate you guys. Let's take a pause for the cause real quick. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, man. Break your thumbs. No, it doesn't matter what channel you're watching from, Hammers or mine. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps what we do over here at OLV and Hammer's House. You already know we appreciate every single one of you guys. As always, salute to Chris. He says, Graphk Hammer, is there any cube? No, not at all. And the scary thing is at this point, if Aiden goes down, you're right back to Jimmy G.
Who was our backup yesterday? Was it Jimmy G or was it Hoyer?
It was Jimmy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, especially when we saw Hoyer on camera next one. I was like, oh, no.
Sincap. I like that. Graphk, I think Bo deserves a game ball too. Facts.
Definitely.
You know what? Man, salute to Sincap. That is a great comment. Yes, give him and Antonio Pierce the game balls. For sure. And Graham, man. Graham had a great game. Shit, give one to Carmen Priscillo too.
Is is Graham still calling from up top?
Because
I don't remember getting a camera view of him at all during the game yesterday.
There was so much shit going on that I don't remember seeing. But was he in the skybox, you guys? Let me know if Graham was in heaven last night. I don't remember, or was he in the trenches? I don't remember. I don't remember seeing Graham anywhere. But usually they keep him in the skies. Let me see. Sign Mike long ass neck Glennon. Yeah, he was in the skybox. He was in the booth.
Stay up there.
Keep
no,
him
no,
there.
no disrespect. Please stay up there.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Salute to Chowder. He says, please, Better Nation, don't let AOC hype. No, bro, you got to go get another quarterback because Jimmy's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. Post June, Jimmy G is out of here.
What are we eating though?
We're eating.
Is it like $13 or $18 million or something like that?
13 to 15 next year, and then I think the same amount the following year. We have to eat that shit, bro. It is what it is. You have to move on from Jimmy G.
Yep.
And I would like to use that money to go get a defensive tackle, a true one.
I'm with it.
Let me see. Salute to Dan. Love multiple blitzes.
Mm-hmm. Talked about that.
And look what happened. Look what happened yesterday with that. Bilal Nichols, sack. Adam Butler, all over the place. That's what you need right now. Let me see. Graham in the box and Raider and Ryan on the grass. I like that. I like that.
I definitely like that.
Let me see. So we can confirm now that McDaniels was the one that called man press against the Rams last year. Shit, to be real with you, bro, it kind of looked like that. To give up those 90 yards to make Baker Mayfield look like a all-pro first ballot Hall of Famer?
It's just a whole bunch of fuck-ups, and it was evident last year. We should have got rid of him after year one.
I like that, Spider-Mac. If 4 pans out, draft DTO line in first.
We already know who's on my radar for defensive tackles, so we'll see what happens if that really comes to fruition. But for those that don't know, just search Tavondre Sweat and see this dude is over 363 pounds and can move his big ass across that line, man. Like, for a guy of his size to have the speed that he does and just throw people around like it's nothing, Google him when you get a chance, yo.
He said Graham's nickname is Press Box Jesus. I like that. Salute to Rick with a haymaker. Tyree is definitely warming up, bro. He's starting to set that edge a little bit too. Did you see that last night?
Yes.
Like, this is the thing that people don't realize. That is a huge part of being a defensive end.
Yep.
That's why we struggled a lot with Yannick in the run game. He cannot set the edge. Tyree is actually setting the edge. And that, like, you cannot take that away. Yes, the sacks are not, they're slowly getting there.
He's not supposed to be on the field yet, y'all. Like, and that's what I feel like people wanted to crucify him right away. Like, Chandler Jones not going off the rails.
Yeah.
Tyree would not be starting right now. This was going to be the year that he was going to develop, and potentially this would have been Chandler Jones's last season, maybe potentially retiring. Like, it was way too early to throw him out in the Lions den.
Castro, I definitely like Johnny Newton out of Illinois as the defense tackle. Salute to Maul. You know what's funny, Maul? I actually talked to Derek Brown. So I took them to my sons, to his camp in Atlanta, to his high school. I got a chance to sit down with him, and he's seen my sons and all the Raider shit.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, what's up, bro? Like you guys are huge Raider fans, right? And I was like, yeah, man. I'm like, I do a podcast, blah, blah, blah. I was like, bro, we would love to have you. And what do you say? From Carolina in free agency, please?
I wouldn't mind it.
We had a discussion about that, Maul. I promise you. My wife was right there next to me. She's like, you always are trying to find a way to get the Raiders better. I said, look, Derek Brown he's a sneaky defensive tackle, man.
Can you just put us in the front office? Like, I'll be an assistant GM or whatever the level below an assistant GM is.
Shout out to Chris, man. Graphk, I meant, are there any QBs available to sign now on the practice squad or free agents instead of Hoyer taking a roster spot? You know what, Chris? Go ahead and go get Cam Newton. That's about it. That's about it. I don't really. Who can you think of?
I'm about to look right now and see who's available.
Because I can't think any, Chris. Like, I don't really know. Let me see real quick, man. Salute to
Josh Johnson, Jacoby Brissett.
No, Jacoby's with the Commanders.
Is he?
Yeah, and they wanted nice draft capital to part ways with him.
Let me take a look.
That's a former Patriot as well.
Hold on.
You said you're looking at Chase Garbers? Garbers still here? No, Garbers is gone.
I'd rather shit in my hands and clap.
Okay. Yeah, man, for real. Nasty Nesta had that energy. Oh, Carson Wentz. He's out there. He sucks, but he's out there.
Wentz on the bench.
Wentz on the bench. Look, I'd rather have him than Brian Hoyer. Hoyer need to go. Get rid of him.
This shit is wrong. Like, this shit is wrong. Hold on.
Yeah, that's old, bro.
I tried to pull up the 2023 one too.
The official.
Here we go. Wentz, Ryan, Brady, Colt McCoy.
Is Matt Corral still out there too, right? Did New England let him go?
I don't see his name on this
I
list.
think Matt Corral's out there too.
I see Chase Daniel. Trevor Simeon's on the practice squad for the Jets. This is not accurate. And I put 2023 and just updated it.
I would love to have Stidham around top, but with his guys gone now and Denver paying him that nice amount of that chunk of change, 2 years, $5 million a year, I don't think they're going to move on. This just doesn't make any sense for us. Let me see. Y'all see us cutting Brandon Bolden anytime soon?
I wish, but it ain't gonna happen.
But to be honest with you, operator, there's no reason for it. Like his contract is up in 9 more weeks. You know what I mean? So whenever the season is over, he's done. And he's a really good special teams player for us. So I'm not mad about having him around. Just, but he's overpaid. Don't get me wrong, but he'll be out of here, man, by the end of the season. You already know. Yep. Matt Corral went missing mental health issues. He definitely did. He definitely did. New England twice. Didn't show up to practice. Nothing like, he just disappeared completely.
Damn.
So, but yeah, man, we gave our game balls, you guys. We talked about, the new energy around this team. Antonio Pierce, Carmen Brasillo, Patrick Graham. It was a clinic yesterday by all these coaches. It was a well-coached a game, well-oiled machine offensively and defensively. I'm still kind of waiting for Aiden O'Connell to let that shit fly a little bit more. But the game plan was perfect yesterday. Establish the run, protect your quarterback, protect your young quarterback at that. I'm hoping against this Jets team moving forward that we see him throw the football a little bit more.
I think we're going to see, like the starting game plan, at least for that first drive for us, is going to be to try to establish the run and then see what it opens up in regards to the play action in the passing game for our receivers. Again, you have Reed and you have Sauce on the Jets side going against Jacoby and Tay. Still got DeAndre Carter, Trey Tucker, Hunter Renfrow, Hooper, Mayer. Get those guys involved as much as possible. And the sky's the limit right now. Everybody in the chat included.
Yeah.
8 more games.
Yep.
We just got to be as positive as possible as we can for this team, man. We really do.
Factory. Salute to everybody here in the building. We appreciate you guys as always. I'm going to go eat some pizza and get ready for this flight back to Dallas tonight. Me and my brother L got to get back to the crib to our families, man. I just want to say this real quick, you guys. Salute to every single one of you guys for always supporting what we do. I don't think you guys understand. Last night was so monumental. It was such a great environment, great energy. If you guys are ever out in Jersey Shore, make sure to go to Bar Anticipation. Great people, real Raider fans. I'm telling you now, a lot of people, man, they always assume if you're not from Oakland or Vegas or LA, you're not a real Raider fan. Let me tell y'all something right now, man. There's a lot of real Raider fans in the East Coast that love this team the way we do from the West Coast. So I just want to say, man, salute to everybody that came out last night, that journeyed all the way from their respective homes, drove hours away to come see us last night. It was such a blessing, man. Salute to everybody. We are 1-0, you guys, right now. We are 1-0. This is a new team, new season. All we got to do is just keep piling up these W's. We do have, after the Jets, a mean 2-game back-to-back, Chiefs and Dolphins, before the bye week. So we have to try and pile up a few wins. If we can steal one from one of those in those 2 games and beat the Jets, I think we're on to something here. But once again, you guys, man, salute to you guys. And make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, man. Break them thumbs. You already know, wipe them feet, man, and hit that subscribe button on both channels. We appreciate you guys. As always, Coffee and Convo coming in the morning, you guys. And then me and Stu are going to do also a breakdown as well about the game and talk more about Aiden O'Connell with the Purdue connection with Stu. We're going to talk about that, man. Other than that, little bro, you got something to say?
You in New York, you know how we finish on my channel, always on that New York shit.
Bing bong. Salute to you guys, man. We love y'all so much. Appreciate you guys. We are outro. One.
That's what I'm talking about.